the verge of losing a loved one, sometimes you just anything you can do to keep them around for just a little longer. Pastor went to go and buy a new phone line, and started texting her brothers and sisters. They were receiving threatening messages, and they were like, we don't know this number. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Gfoms, and today I'm back with a story time. Okay, this story is about the one time a Nigerian pastor tried to scam us. Should I even say Nigerian pastor or a pastor, because what is this? Okay, so a little backstory of how we met this guy. My sister's friend's parents in the east, they've been attending his church, and they called their daughter like, oh, this man is a man of God, blah blah blah. So when she went for Christmas, December, they were like, okay, attend the program. She was like, mommy, I'm not into this kind of thing you are doing. No, I don't have, me. Their mom was like, okay, no, attend the program, and she did. And her experience was really beautiful at the service, and he saw spiritual things that in her inner man she could concur with. So she introduced the man of God to my other sister. My other sister is just like that as well. She doesn't like visiting men of God. That is not her thing at all. And she was like, babe, even me, when my parents told me about this man, I told my mother that, see, mommy, I'm not like this. But when I went there, he was legit. My sister was like, are you sure? She was like, see, I tell you true. So my sister was like, okay, no problem. He had a program in Lagos, and then my sister decided to attend the man's program. It was somewhere in Ebutemeta, I think. I remember that day when she came back home so later, I was like, madam, where did you go to? She attended church program. She told us about, the work the man was doing. And me too, I'm not a pastor person. I don't have time. I don't just have time for all these kind of things. But coming from my sister, and my sister too, also coming from that friend that is not also a pastor kind of person, and with everything she saw at the service, she was like, oh, this man is truly a man of God and everything. Around that time, my father was sick, very, very sick, always going for dialysis and everything. And when you're at the verge of losing a loved one, sometimes, you just anything you can do to keep them around for just a little longer, you'll do it. So the pastor came around to our house, and he was praying with us. This man even laid hands on our head and everything, was praying. And then one day he said that, oh, God has spoken to him that to preserve my father's life, there's some people that are digging a grave. I said, oh, my father will not reap the fruit of his labor, and but to avert what those people are doing, we need to raise an altar. That was what he said. We need to raise an altar. And the altar, we needed to buy a cow to raise that altar. Remember back in days in the Bible where people shed blood of animal, to appease God and all of that. So it was strange, but then it still didn't sound strange. And we were very ready to do that because, again, like I mentioned, when you're at the verge of losing a loved one, it's not really anything they tell you would do, really. So at that point, we had gathered funds. My siblings and I, we gathered funds. We bought cow. We gave it to him. We didn't buy the cow because we don't have time for that one. We gave it to him. My father was still going to the hospital doing his dialysis and everything. What vision did he give me? That time I was really looking for a new job because my job wanted to kill me. He told me that for me to get a new job, I need to give 1 month of my salary to God. And I'm like, if I give this salary now, how will I transport to the work I already have? And if I don't transport to work, how will money come back in? I went to go and meet my sister, say, Mama, this is the situation, this thing is bothering me. Pastor said I should drop my 1 month salary, the whole 100K, like everything, I should drop it. She was like, no, God did not tell you that one. God will give you a new job when he wants to give you a new job. For now, the one you have to, hold on to it. He also told my other sister that, before her husband will come, she needs to clothe a man of God that is seeing vision, that her husband is behind the waterfall, but each time she tries to reach out to him, the water comes down so heavy, something like that. I can't quite remember. She should clothe a man of God. Now, so me and my sister just sit down, they think this thing say so. We should use our money, our own money, like this clothed man of God, not go to work. It didn't make sense, but that aside, my elder sister is a very kind person. I can't count the number of times she had given him money for fuel. There's a time he even said he misplaced his phone, something around that. My sister gave him money to buy a new phone. I was so pissed off. I'm like, Mama, I am telling you here that I don't have money. You are giving man of God money to buy phone. Now why? Be like, see me, I become preacher, make they dash me money like this. That was the statement I made to her. She said I should get out. That passed. I think, because we believed in his ministry and everything he was doing, he saw a lot of visions, which I won't delve into. So we also introduced our cousin to him, our cousin in America. Immediately, he found out she was in America. He started to build her. Oh, raise an altar so that the people that killed your mother and father, they will not come after you. Raise an altar. And there's something my elder sister said, that Jesus died so that we don't have to go through all this stress. The veil has been removed. So it's you talking to God directly. Like, nobody needs to talk to God on your behalf. Why is this man always saying, let's raise an altar? Let's raise an altar. Anyway, he reached across to my cousin. How much did she bill them? Maybe $500 or so. I think they sent the first time. And then one of my sister's friends, again, this thing went really far and wide, was introduced to him. And that one, she believed so strongly in him. She brought her mom, her brother, her brother's wife. I don't know, at a point, her brother's wife got so close to the pastor. Pastor started telling her things about her father being an occult member and stuff like that. She tried to bring her siblings into the ministry, but they were like, we don't have time for this. And this family in question, they're a family that have old Lagos money. If you hear old Lagos money, so you know that they have money. It's not the kind of family you want to mess up with. They have money, and if you mess up, they will treat your mess up. So that's how she tried to bring her siblings into the ministry, but they were not having it. Maybe along the way, she had told the pastor one or two things that are intimate about her family. Pastor went to go and buy a new phone line, and started texting her brothers and sisters. They were receiving threatening messages, and they were like, we don't know this number, but this number keeps sending us threatening text messages to her brother, her sisters. Like, what is happening? What is happening? So they went to the service provider for whatever line he was using, and they traced the number back to pastor. Pastor is you. That's how inside service they came to arrest pastor. Everywhere scattered. By that time, we were no longer going to the church because last my father still died. The guy poof, everything scattered. My dad still died even after all the prayer he said he was praying. Even after all the mountain, the cow, the altar, everything, my dad still died. We had stopped going to the church. In fact, my sister did not know that her friend was still a fervent member in the church who had brought her brother and her sister-in-law. Now the sister-in-law's family, remember they came from old Lagos money now. So now they have gone to look for who owns the number. They say it's pastor. They have come to arrest pastor in church. My sister's friend, they arrest her too. They even arrested their own sister and their sister's husband. They say they all connived with the pastor to dupe them of money. Now let us leave what pastor has done in Nigeria. Let us go back to America. So my cousin in America, pastor sent them a message that with the same line that he used to text the other family, that we, the women of Ikuaje confraternity, have given you 2 weeks to leave, because he had asked them to pay some money and they were like, no, this is not all right. We're not going to pay that money. So he sent them that text message. I'm going to insert the picture of the text on the screen somewhere. He sent them that text so that they can run back to him and say, hey, man of God, people are threatening our lives. That was his plan. When everything now unfolded, we now notice that, okay, this is pastor's number. The only thing I'm grateful for is that they did not come to arrest my sister, because my sister's friend says, it's not me, it's my friend. Hey, this is not funny. With my friend that introduced me to this man of God. Even one young brother that's been following him in his ministry fervently and everything was surprised. So he didn't know that was what pastor was doing. Pastor was collecting money from people. It's like when he came from Enugu or wherever he came from in the east, and you notice that, oh, these Lagos people, they have money. Oh. He started billing people. God did not send him that one. Now, I truly do not know whether he was a true man of God. I don't know. I don't know whether he used to see vision, because right now, it just feels like everything he has ever done, his entire ministerial work, was a lie. That's how I feel, genuinely. And see, I'm not giving pastor my money again. I will pay my tithes to God. No pastor should come and pray for me. I will speak to God and let his will be done. People that are receiving their miracle every day, they are the ones praying with their mouth. There's no special person come to lay hands on them or anything like that. So, that's just that one time that, pastor almost scammed us. In fact, I can't even say this. I don't think I did justice to the story, because it's been a couple of years and I've forgotten quite a part of it. But yeah, so did you guys enjoy the story time? Please leave a comment. Have you ever experienced anything like that, or almost experienced something like this? Let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.